Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am pleased to present the findings of my integrated management research project titled Impact of Supply Chain Disruptions on Samsung in China. My name is Laraib Siddiqui and my student ID is 210781002. Over the course of this research, I delve into the challenges faced by Samsung's supply chain operations in China, aiming to uncover the effect of disruption on various aspects of the company's functioning. Samsung, despite being the world's largest smartphone manufacturer, has encountered significant difficulties in China in recent years. Market researchers from Strategic Analytics revealed a decline in its market share from over 20% in 2013 to a mere 0.6% in the first quarter of 2021. In response to this, Samsung has intensified its localization efforts to enhance sales in China. Moving forward to aims and objectives, the primary objectives of this study was to analyze the impacts of supply chain disruption on Samsung operation in China. To achieve this, I set out to survey the effects of disruption on Samsung task, operations, and production in the Chinese market. Evaluate the result of these disruption on Samsung's profitability and market position in China. Identify the specific type of supply chain disruption experienced by Samsung in China and examine Samsung's current measure to mitigate supply chain disruption in China. Moving forward to data collection, in order to shed light on this subject, I undertook an attentive process of data collection during the academic year of 2022 to 2023. My approach centered around secondary research, where I carefully combed through a variety of sources that have proven themselves as reputable and authoritative within the realm of supply chain management. These sources encompass a time frame spanning from 2018 to 2022, allowing me to capture a comprehensive view of the issue. The selection process of these sources were diligent, with a keen eye and focus such as the author's expertise, the publication's reputation, and the depth of analysis. To ensure a strong foundation for my study, I scored academic databases, credible, credible websites, and leveraged the power of Google Scholar to gather the most suitable information available. My data collection approach was fundamentally grounded in qualitative research, employing a deductive approach and interpretism. This allowed me to immerse myself in the existing body to knowledge and work out the complexity of Samsung's supply chain disruptions in China. But that's just the beginning. The heart of my analysis lies in the data analysis method I employed, which is thematic analysis. This method enabled me to extract meaningful themes and patterns from the collected data. Now, data analysis and finding. As we about to deepen into my research, the focus now shifts to exciting realm of data analysis and the interesting findings that have emerged. The method at the core of this analysis is thematic analysis, a qualitative research approach that unearths patterns and themes within the textual or visual data, enabling us to resolve the complex story of Samsung supply chain disruptions in China. To kickstart this process, I begin by immersing myself in a thorough and comprehensive reading of the careful selected sources. This initial step allowed me to familiarize myself with the content and variation within these texts, prepare me to dig up the hidden gems that would shape our understanding of the situation. And now, the central point of my findings through the lens of thematic analysis, key themes surface, each playing a pivotal role in explaining the disruption encountered by Samsung supply chain in China. Let me briefly introduce you to these themes that have come to forefront. Firstly, the impact of pandemic emerged as a significant theme. The bad events to recent time have certainly left their mark on supply chain dynamics, and this theme illuminates how the pandemic contributed to Samsung challenge in China. Next, we have market condition, a thematic that around into the ever-shifting landscape of demand and supply. This theme highlights the influence of market forces on Samsung's supply chain disruptions and supplier relationship challenges. Steps into the spotlight as another vital theme, the difficulty of maintaining and managing supplier relationships are crucial, as this theme underscores the challenges that surface in this domain. Lastly, we explore the theme of operation resilience strategies. This is where we uncover how Samsung respond to these disruptions, showcasing their strategies to build operational resilience in the face of adversity. These themes were carefully chosen based on their journal across the sources and their ability to prove meaningful insights into the challenges that marked Samsung's journey in China. In essence, the thematic approach has enabled me to piece together seemingly desperately fragments of information to a coherent narrative. Through this method, my research has paved the way for a comprehensive and profound understanding of the complex factor that underlines Samsung's supply chain disruption in China. I look forward to a detailed exploration of these themes and their implication as we progress further. Moving forward to objectives. Objective number one. Our first objective centers around investigate the profound impact that distributions have had on Samsung's daily tasks, operations, and innovation within the Chinese market. It's evident that disruption can disrupt routines duties, causing delays, adjustment to prioritize, and workflow challenges. Second, these interruptions may force Samsung to realign its strategy, plans, and initiate, potentially leading to missed opportunities and deviations from expected outcomes. And we will also explore how Samsung has strategically directed resources towards mitigating disruptions, sometimes necessitating changes in tactics, operations, and other crucial aspects. Objective number two. Our second object involves evaluating the far reaching effects of these disruptions on Samsung's profitability and market position within China. Paradoxically, disruptions could spark innovation, compelling Samsung to adapt its product and services to evolving market landscape. These challenges might even drive Samsung to explore new market niches and geographic areas within China, expanding its customer bases. Yet it is important to note that dealing with disruption could lead to increased expenditures on alternative supply chains or operational modifications, potentially affecting Samsung's profitability in the Chinese market. Objective number three. Lastly, our third objective aims to identify the specific types of supply chain disruption that Samsung has encountered within China. A variety of disruptions can impact the flow of goods across borders and throughout the supply chain. This includes changes in trade laws, tariffs, or customer processes which can alter the movement of products. Second, transportation disruptions such as port closure, customs delays, or transportation strikes can significantly affect the movement of commodities along the supply chain. And in the end, health crisis, as exemplified by COVID-19 pandemic, can lead to the plant closures, labor shortages, and interruption in international supply network. Last, we have objective 4. Our 4 objective seeks to uncover the examine Samsung's current strategies for mitigating supply chain disruption within the Chinese market. In a bid to avoid Over reliance on a single source, Samsung has strategically engaged within multiple vendors for essential components. This calculated approach serves to cushion the impact of interruptions that may arise from a solitary source. Embracing the power of data analytics, Samsung has taken a proactive stance by simulating various scenarios to identify potential supply chain interruptions. Through these simulations, the company can develop effective mitigation solutions, allowing them to respond swiftly and strategically. Moving forward to our conclusion, the essence of these findings echoes the vital significance of implementing effective supply chain disruption measures. Samsung, like many international businesses, compelled to navigate the complexity of disruptions. What emerged from this research is the potential to forge resilient supply chains that can induce shock with grace. One of the cornerstones of this strategy involves identifying risk within the supply chain. The introspective approach enables Samsung to identify potential weak points, allowing for targeted interventions that bolster stability and continuity. Additionally, the notion of diversifying suppliers takes center stage. By widening the spectrum of suppliers, Samsung diminished the impact of a single source risk, thereby enhancing the overall robustness of the supply chain. Backup plans stand as a linchpin in this approach. Preparing for the unexpected Samsung strategy, contingency plans enable the company to navigate disruptions with agility and poise. This readiness is the component of a proactive stance against uncertainty. Yet the transformation doesn't stop there. The infusion of technology emerges as a game changer. Real time tracking offers visibility that empowers swift decision making and innovation solution, mitigating the disrupt effectives too. This technology integration not only empowers Samsung but revolutionizes how modern supply chain can manage. Moving forward to our recommendation. Based on these findings, I offer the following recommendations. First, establish a diversified sourcing strategy to reduce risk to regional disruptions. Second, design resilient supply chains with built in flexibility and redundancy. Third, implement advanced technology like IoT sensors and blockchain for a real time supply chain visibility. In the end, moving forward to our reflection, lastly, reflecting on this research journey, I recognize the importance of thorough pre research to provide historical content and challenges. In future research, I would employ a more balanced methodology and secure detailed resources in advance to ensure a comprehensive analysis. Thank you.